What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. You guys can join Discord, link in the description. I do stream this game every single day, so if you guys want to be there first when I hit you in level 40, that'd be cool. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about team building. So I'll say this first and foremost: does team building matter? Yes and no. So yes, in a sense that obviously team building is really essential and will help you maximize your damage input. No, as in, I don't know if you guys have been living under a rock, but there's plenty of YouTube videos that you can find where people are running characters solo. Well, maybe not for tower, but you know. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about team building. And first things first, I'm just bringing up Pride Win because we're also just going to go to the tier list section this way that we can kind of reference this off. Now, I will say this first and foremost. Depending on how you want to play your game, can you play anyone as a DPS? Yes. Anyone can be played as a DPS depending on the content that you want to play. As you know, a lot of controversy on Wuthering Waves in the community is actually based on tier lists, but tier lists are more based on tower because tower is the end game content at the end of the day. If you are a casual or don't really care about tower in a sense, as in, let's say you guys don't really care about clearing the level 100 enemies of tower anytime soon, then tier lists aren't really for you. You guys can really play any characters you want. There's even a arena DPS channel. If you guys find it, you find it. And there's a Chinese player as well. And is it the most optimal thing to do? No, but at the end of the day, you know, if you like the character you're playing and you want to build them, to invest in them, and, you know, prove people wrong, then go ahead by all means. So let's try to categorize this. So when it comes to team building, first things first, you have your main DPS. Now, your main DPS obviously is the character that will be on field the most and will be the character that you're trying to output the most damage with. So what do we do when we have our main DPS? Well, we can run them solo, or you can add a character that can help them out. So number one team right now that everyone is kind of aware of, since he is the limited character, is Jian. So Jian, his teams are kind of flexible, just kind of depends on what you're really trying to go for here. So when it comes to the support system for Jian, Mort is the best for him. You want to look for characters that can help support your DPS the most. So the two new limited characters are going to be coming out is Jian and Yanlin. So I'll try to make this really simple. With Mort's outro skill will apply heavy attack damage bonus to the next character you swap in. So what you do is that you play Mort, and then when you switch out with Mort to switch into Jian will have a heavy attack damage buff. Why does heavy attack damage matter on Jian, right? This is where it comes into you guys want to learn about the character that you're playing, obviously. Item, where is the, oh, it's in the profile, I'm guessing. So when it comes to Jian, when you guys are using his liberation skill, every attack turns into a heavy attack no matter what. That's why also on your substats, you're looking for a heavy attack damage bonus if you guys are more so playing him around his ult on how he should be played. So with that being the case, since you're going to be using his ult most of the time, Mort is the best support for him, because not only is Mort giving him a heavy attack damage bonus, if you guys look more into the characters you're actually building, Mort's liberation skill basically launches a coordinated attack that is on field with whatever character you're playing with. So let's say you're gonna use your ultimate skill with Mort and then you switch to Jian. Every attack that Jian does will actually fire a coordinated attack every 0.35 seconds. Now, the reason why this is so good with Jian is because Jian's attack all does multi-hits. And with multi-hits, you're obviously going to proc the coordinate attack with a lot. So this is where team building comes into play, where obviously you find two really good characters that really fuse well together and somehow help and support each other in some sort of way that makes it worth it. So let's say you guys are going for Yinlin. Now, number one team for Yinlin is going to be Kalcharo and Yinlin. Now, why is that the case? So Yinlin, when she does her outro skill, she gives electro damage. Now, obviously Yinlin, you know, she's a great character in general. She does a lot of damage. Okay, so obviously you want to play her as a damage dealer, but on her outro skill, she does electro damage. Yeah, it does, but it's increased by 20% for the next character that's swapping in, and liberation damage bonus by 25%. And then when she switches into Kalcharo, Kalcharo's obviously getting all those bonuses and buffs. Now, when Kalcharo does his outro skill, he doesn't apply anything to Yinlin. He's only doing damage. So, with this being the case, it's kind of selfish, but as you can tell, when using Kalcharo, obviously you're going to be using his skills a lot and a lot of his heavy attack as well. Everything that Yinlin's applying to Kalcharo works. So that's why when you run Kalcharo and Yinlin, Kalcharo is more considered the DPS character over Yinlin, because Yinlin's applying so much to Kalcharo in the long run for Kalcharo to do the most damage out of the two. Now, when it comes to teams, Jianshin is also viable for Kalcharo. So you may see something like, oh, you know, Yinlin is amazing for Kalcharo, right? Electro damage bonus and the resident, basically the regular skill damage bonus, right? But if you look a little bit, you know, deeper into characters that you can actually use, right? Kalcharo loves using his ultimate skill. It's a great amount of damage. So if you look deeper into the characters you're able to play with, oh, Jianshin, right? Basically what she does is that she increases the ult damage. So you have to kind of look at what kits and outros can apply to the current DPS that you want to play. So that's basically team building, like really simple in a nutshell. You have one DPS character, and then you just apply the next support character that you can use the most with. I know a lot of people even ask about Sanhua, right? Sanhua, right? Her outro skill buffs basic attack damage. Who uses a lot of basic attacks? Well, if you're a Ling Yang fan, Ling Yang and Sanhua go great together. So Ling Yang, same sort of dynamic with Kalcharo and Yinlin. Ling Yang is selfish, doesn't apply any buffs for an outro skill, but damage. Sanhua is buffing Ling Yang. Very simple. I know a lot of people think that you need 3 characters on the team. You don't need 3 characters. Well, depending if you end up getting hit a lot. But you guys can run a support character as well. So Wuthering Waves, a lot of teams are teams of 2. All you really need is teams of 2. The third character that you do put in, you won't be using as much, and they're going to just be just a buff. You just want to swap them in for a buff, that's it. So we have options like Verena and Baji. 2 good characters that you guys can use for an overall attack buff. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys take this really into consideration on what you guys want to do. Now again, does this really matter? Yes and no. Yes for tower. No if you are just a casual and you just want to play an overworld. Okay. And I know a lot of people are starting to play Havoc. Havoc Rover, because finally people are starting to actually look into characters. no, Havoc Rover, same exact thing as, let's say, Calcharo and Ling Yang. Havoc Rover is really good. Really, really good. How do you buff Havoc Rover? Let's look at some other characters here. Now, on the tier list, right, can say Danjin is a DPS character. She absolutely is. She tears. On her outro skill, she increases Havoc damage to the next character. So what do? You outro skill into Havoc MC and then use Havoc MC ultimate skill for increased burst damage. Really simple. The only hard part is execution, but really simple building. But, you know, I digress. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, leave a like on the video. If you guys did enjoy, subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't yet, you guys can join Discord, link in the description down below. I do stream the game every single day. So if you guys want to stop by, you know, ask questions there or watch what I do, I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.